Hello, this is DOZ101, and this video has been requested and inspired by Cousin Cheeto, and he wanted to know my thoughts on January 4th, 2010, WWE versus TNA. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to say what TNA should do. I'm going to cover WWE in another video, but for now I'm going to cover TNA January 4th, 2010, the entire episode as to what they should do and as to what they should do with Hogan. So here we go. With Hulk Hogan, Mick Foley's going to come out at the beginning of the show, cutting a heel promo on Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Eric Bischoff, and of course Hulk Hogan by saying, "You guys were the reason that WCW doesn't exist anymore. Hogan, you were always champion. You never refused to make any new stars. Nash and Hall, you guys are has-beens. You don't belong in this company. You guys should be just retired. Bischoff, I don't like you here in TNA. I fear that you're going to help run TNA into the ground. And as executive shareholder, I'm not going to let you guys run amok all over my company here in TNA. And I brought an enforcer to help me keep order and control in TNA. And TNA needs to take notes on this. What they need to do is they're going to have to treat this show as if it's as big as Bound for Glory. You're going to have to go out there and put Motor City Machine Guns on the map, Lethal Consequences, Beer Money, British Invasion. Even you could even have a tag team championship match, Beer Money versus British Invasion, which would reintroduce Scott Hall and Kevin Nash by having them come out and just mess everybody up. I think that's a great idea. And then what I would also do is I would showcase your women's division by putting Awesome Kong, ODB, and Tara in a triple threat match. Taylor Wilde and Sarita, they can challenge they could challenge the beautiful people in like a tag team title match or something. Have them go at it. And then in my X division, I'd have Amazing Red, Suicide, Homicide, D'Angelo De Niro, Hernandez, and the debuting Ken Anderson go at it in a six-way X Division title match with actually D'Angelo Gennaro going over Suicide cleanly in this match. I'd love to see that happen. And then you could have Team 3D even cut a promo stating like, you know what, guys, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall may be back, but we're Team 3D, and we want to make this British Invasion, Beer Money, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash versus Team 3D at the next pay-per-view. That sounds actually like a great idea as well as to what I was thinking they could do. And then building up into Hogan, you would have AJ Styles, Daniels, Joe, Lethal Consequences, a lot of wrestlers in between commercials cut 30-second to 1-minute promos on Hulk Hogan positively about how excited they are to have him in TNA. And then I was thinking in my main event what I could do. I know it sounds kind of short for my ideas, but you know, I'm just thinking as I go along. But I'm thinking what I can do in my main event is I'm going to put AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, Daniels, and Desmond Wolfe in a fatal four-way match for the TNA World title with AJ Styles going over Kurt Angle cleanly in this match. And then I'm going to have Samoa Joe come out and like do a stare down with AJ Styles, stating that Joe is going to cash in his World Heavyweight title shot at the next pay-per-view. And then on to the main attraction, Hulk Hogan. Him and Eric Bischoff will come on out. Hulk Hogan will do his usual thing. It's great to be here in TNA. I'm glad that we're here. I'm glad I get a chance to work with some of the young guys and all that kind of stuff and give my input, as Dixie Carter has now appointed me the co-executive shareholder in TNA, meaning that Mick Foley can no longer make decisions around here without my input as well. And then what I would do is, as Hogan is posing and whatnot, I would have Mick Foley's accomplice come out, like I stated earlier in the video, and the accomplice would happen to be Jeff Jarrett, and he would just nail Hogan with a guitar. And then after he does that, I would have Mick Foley come on out and they could just stomp and beat down Hulk Hogan. And then Eric Bischoff can run out at the end of Impact and check on Hogan. I know that doesn't sound much like a good Impact. I know it doesn't sound like enough to make a really good card, but those were the ideas I was thinking of for my Impact of 2010, my first Impact of 2010. I don't have much, but I think those are actually all pretty good ideas. And what I'm going to do later on, guys, is I'll make a part 2 to how I would probably try to book Bret Hart. I don't know if I'd actually book a Raw in general because I don't know what the matches are going to be, but I can book at least Hitman's return and several scenarios I'd like to see happen. So, guys, please feel free to leave me your comments, your feedback, and if you feel free to make a video response as to how you would book the first episode of 2010 Impact, I say go ahead and do it. And TNA, this is for you. I'll take a couple minutes of time to talk about what you should do. What you need to do is you need to go out there and have your people wrestle more than like 10-minute matches. Maybe give matches probably about 12 to 14 minutes of time. Don't do so many comedy and goofy promos because nobody wants to see that. Not many people would like to see goofy promos in a 3-hour show. You know, and build this Hogan thing. You got to treat this, you have to treat your first show as if it's as big as Bound for Glory, because if you guys cannot get a 2.0 rating with Hulk Hogan, I hate to tell you, TNA, but you guys are about done for. So you better bring it. You better go out there and show why you are TNA Wrestling. And you better go out there and let AJ work, let Daniels work, let Desmond Wolfe. Let your talent do the work. Don't do promos so much. Wrestle. And as far as Hogan goes, don't let him wrestle just yet. Don't let him wrestle, pretty much, to start with. Let him be the co-executive shareholder or general manager or whatever you want to call him. Let him be that. Cousin Cheeto said a few months back in his video that Hogan's a great entertainer. I agree with that. Let Hogan be the entertainer, not the wrestler. That's all I got to say in this video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.